Hi, this is Candy. I wanted to add to the Poetry in Motion a couple of concepts. When you're stretching out, I call that Poetry in Motion stretch. And then when you're looking for that spot and that sweet spot, and you're exploring it, you might be swaying as part of beginning the dance moves. And then there's one I call stand, where when you're doing a stretch and you feel that stretch and you hold it and explore it by holding it. Like in the beginning, the sweet spot happens because of the stretch, but sometimes the sweet spot happens because of the stand. You just sit there and hold it. The muscles are doing something and it feels good. It doesn't at first, but it starts having a form of a stretch inside there. And then that's what I call Poetry in Motion stand. And then the last one I'll say is the Poetry in Motion strong, where you're doing something way past and you're just holding it to the end of your strength. Like when you lift weights, at first it's painful, but strangely enough, the more you do it, lifting weights creates that sweet spot in the muscle. It feels good. I think that's why people get addicted to lifting weights. I didn't realize that at first. I always just lifted weights up to the point where it felt yuck, and then I quit. But the more you stick into it, the more you do that, the higher you lift the weights, you get that sweet spot of feeling that energy when lifting heavier and holding it. So there's some ideas for you. Poetry in Motion stretch, and the stand, the sway, the strong, and then the last one will be Poetry in Motion soothe, where you have some decompression, and I'll go into that, but it could be stuff like laying on your bed with your head lean back over the side of the bed where you have some relief. You could put tennis balls in a sock and put it behind you and lay back on it. You can get a foam roller like weightlifters do and roll your leg up on it. And you can get like a pool noodle and lay down on the ground with the pool noodle like on your back progressively. You can take a big towel, fold it in half, roll it up, put it up your spine, and lay down on it. And when you do that, if it's new, do it on the bed. If you're more advanced, you can lay on the floor and do that, and that just opens up the body. I call that Poetry in Motion soothe, where